motherfuckers. Man, I hate to say it. Being in this weird low quality garage, the ceiling up there, you can see the installation, but cool. Man, after what I perceived as two really good nights of wrestling, didn't watch SmackDown. SmackDown's usually good. I work Fridays. I don't have cable at my house. That's why I'm here on Mondays to watch Raw. And man, of all the Mondays to catch this show, tonight was a rough one. I'm gonna hit the pin and have a drink after tonight, motherfuckers. And I think the best way to start this off really is dissecting the issue of the Raw after WrestleMania. The only reason I came tonight, I could have worked because I took 2 days off just for wrestling this week because I'm a faggot. I could have worked tonight. I thought, well, it's the Raw after Mania. It's usually good, and it's not. The Raw after Mania hype train, we're done with that. Especially after tonight's show. Man, what a fucking cavalcade of disappointment. No call-ups. We have nothing new. Matt Riddle returns. Man, I hate to say it to you, but if you're gonna have Matt Riddle, which I don't fucking like Matt Riddle, but if you're gonna have Matt Riddle come out as a surprise, he's not that much of a surprise. Like, have him come out, make his return at WrestleMania, get a couple more clicks. That's about it. No Lita, no Becky Lynch. Damage Control were actually here tonight on Raw. They had a match, and they lost to Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. This, man, that's got some heat with me. That, I don't know, man. How is it that we're taking Dakota Kai? Bayley wasn't there either. Rhea was there. Bianca was there. Bianca looked like a fucking chump out there. Compared to Rhea, Rhea is probably going to go down as one of the best women's champions in fucking WWE. Like, nah, I don't want to hear... Charlotte had a great match. Charlotte has, 15 world titles? Yeah, that is wild. Some of those legit had to be pay-per-views, and then the SmackDown after a pay-per-view. Everything. There is no way. Becky's up there, Rhea's up there, Charlotte, Sasha, no. And I think it's really fucking funny. Here's my antidote on Sasha Banks. It's very funny that she has these memories of going to see Eddie Guerrero, her hero, for the first time in person, and they find out that Eddie Guerrero is dead. The show she went to was the first show that Eddie Guerrero was dead from. Imagine being a Sasha Banks fan with a parent who, isn't a fucking mark and doesn't know, oh, Sasha Banks left Raw last night or walked out of wherever the fuck those two walked out of. I'm not even going to say the other one's name because they're both irrelevant. But I think it's really funny that Sasha Banks has an experience like that she feels important enough to tell, when now she sees Mercedes Moné in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And I can't begin to imagine all of the little girls who are going to be able to go to the Tokyo Dome for Wrestle Kingdom fucking 22, whatever it is. Is it 8-19? Wrestle 17, 18, 19? Whatever it is. I bet they're going to love seeing Sasha Banks. So fuck her. What a piece of shit. How do you walk away after all you do is talk about the fans? That's whatever. Fuck Sasha Banks for real, dude. That is wild. Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha had one of the best matches at WrestleMania 32 as well. And that sucks. Because they all put on a show. And because of what, dude, you know how many, if you watched SmackDown or Raw during the pandemic, you know how many fucking times you saw Sasha Banks? I swear to God, she was as much as of the fucking SmackDown Women's Champion as Bayley was. And I'm hearing some shit they want to give Bianca this fucking streak at Mania. Goddamn, dude, what a joke. Bianca is so underwhelming. What is her fucking character? She's the EST. She has catchphrases and a fucking hair twirl. How are the fans eating this up, dude? If this was the fucking 2013s, dude, how is this a viable competitor on a wrestling show? And she's flat-chested. Fuck her. I don't know. So, yeah, and, so Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez have a match against Lita and Becky Lynch next week. And all I can see is them having a title reign until Backlash, or God forbid, Survivor or SummerSlam, because what's the fucking point? Like, Damage Control are out there. They're going to wrestle every week. Becky Lynch is fucking old. Lita is pushing 50. Dakota and Io can be out there wrestling and make the women's tag titles look good. And that's not just for Becky Lynch or Lita either. Once we get to SmackDown, we'll get to that part. So, as nice as it would be to see Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez win, I don't see them winning, and I just see this entire titles reign being fucking stupid. They need to have SmackDown Women's Tag Team Championships, first of all. I don't know why there's just the one. Because if you're going to make me sit through fucking SmackDown Tag Team Women's Showcases, which I don't know why that just wasn't for the fucking tag team titles, but I guess the belts are on Raw and the belts were defended, but it just seems like a waste. And is there going to come anything from Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler winning that match? Or is it just a way to fuck with people and none of this really matters? Probably will be the case. And the first hour of Raw tonight was actually commercial free, which was neat because by the time Roman and Cody were done, it was about 8:38. So the entire first hour, barring Rey Mysterio and fucking Austin Theory coming out around like the 50-minute mark, it was alright. Triple H came out, said the same thing we've been reading, we've been hearing, really didn't have anything of note to say, nothing that interesting. We probably won't hear anything about this deal realistically for a year, so how do you think it feels to be Triple H? You go from watching wrestling as a kid, and now you're booking your first WrestleMania, and you're booking your first Raw after Mania, and you're fucking it up. Like, wow, we haven't even got to the best part of this show hasn't even come up yet. You'll fucking love this. So, that shit went off, and I'm gonna take another drink because I've been yelling, and it feels nice because sitting through 3 hours of Raw on USA is a fucking chore. But Cody did get a great reception when he came out. Roman getting the not as bad heat as he did with the Raw after WrestleMania 33. And that'll show it to you. Look at the Raw after WrestleMania 26 or 27, whenever Daniel Bryan lost. That was 2011, so it would have been WrestleMania 29 or 27. I don't know, what the fuck ever. they were rowdy. The Raw, when they were chanting "fuck you, Roman," and they talked shit to him for about 5 minutes, that was rowdy. Even Austin Theory mentioned it tonight. These people are gonna eat me alive. What are they doing? Because I'm still standing. And it's really not the same. Like, you can't just have. You gotta go to a place like Chicago, like Philadelphia. That's about it. I hate Chicago and I love Chicago. It's fucked up. CM Punk. But after Roman does his spiel, I swear to God, Cody Rhodes is coming out. Like, he's doing his full entrance every time he comes out. And as much as I love Kingdom, I hope it just doesn't get overplayed. Fucking Seth Rollins literally came out just to hear his name or hear them sing the song. Like, wow, way to kill a week of fucking TV. Like, you did a great job. Dude literally came out there, did nothing, said nothing. They sung his song and leave. It's legit like a cop-out. Because it was cool when they were just singing his song, and now he's doing shit like this. Play that song. DJ, play that shit. Like, bro, you're fucking... It's corny now. You ruined it. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Fucking stupid. So, after Cody comes out, we get some talk. I actually know what I want to talk about. That was cool. We get this tag team match set up with Solo, Roman, Cody Rhodes, and a partner of his choice. Me being me, immediately I thought Goldust because I'm a mark. And I'm the super good type of mark where everything I predict would be cool, but impossible. So obviously that does not happen. Brock Lesnar comes out, which is interesting. The first time we've seen him on a Raw after Mania probably since 2012 when he confronted John Cena. Dude hasn't had a fucking match on Raw since 2002 apparently. Hasn't been in a tag team match since 2006 when he teamed with Shinsuke Nakamura. Love Nakamura, I can't be disrespectful. So, this is promising because it's like, damn, like, in everything that I could have thought leading up to this show, a tag team match between Roman, Sikoa, Cody Rhodes, and Lesnar, like, that's a fucking great premise. Like, I want to see that. I'm excited for that. So, yeah, and after that, Ray comes out. He's talking to Bad Bunny. Who the fuck does... Ray has a match that loses to Rey Mysterio. Ray has a match that loses to Austin Theory. I thought that was really interesting. Theory knocked off 2 Hall of Famers in 2 days. He's being like... he's on some... Legend Killer Randy Orton shit. Austin Theory is I like Austin Theory. I think this U.S. title reign could be good, but I don't. What's next? I don't know. I mean, you can't do Rollins. I think you do Bronson Reed and really do some shit, or you do him and Omos. That'll be a fucking shit show probably, but they would probably put some tickets and seats and maybe we get U.S. champion Omos after that. What do you know? So yeah, nothing really interesting with Ray and Austin Theory though. After the match, Dominic and Damian Priest end up putting fucking Bad Bunny through a table. And who did Damian Priest lose his United States Championship to at Extreme Rules? Whoever that was, I was there for that, but I don't remember it at all, so that's cool. They fuck up Bad Bunny. They put him through a table, and then I didn't realize this until right now. They rebuild the table, and Lesnar did it again. Too many table spots. It's just tacky at this point. Especially over this weekend. I saw like 8 motherfuckers go through tables. Too many table spots. Even with the Crossroads at the end of the fucking WrestleMania 39, like, I had the third Crossroads ready. Like, why does it take 3 of your finishers to put a motherfucker away? Like, is in the stories that we're doing now, like, we're just putting the bows on shit, like, we're not trying to leave anything up for debate or whatever. I don't know. I think it's tacky. We get the Miz coming out. He's talking shit. The Miz is just getting a fucking paycheck at this point. Like, dude didn't even have a match at WrestleMania. He was the host. Never trusting this again. The host of WrestleMania, I probably could have already guessed this is a sham job. I assume it is merely existent for nothing but tax evasion purposes and money laundering. And I know the Miz ain't getting paid extra at all, even though he was all over this thing. Like, it's really fucking weird because you turn on TV and when you see ads for WrestleMania, the Miz is in it. He's the host of WrestleMania. He's opening the show. He's fucking working with Snoop Dogg. And then he's getting his ass fucking beat. Like, why is this guy damn near the fucking face of the company? He does more media than Roman Reigns does. He just doesn't have the belt. If you watch 10 hours of WWE programming, you'll damn sure see the Miz more than fucking Roman. You'll see the Miz more than John Cena. And all this dude does is get his ass beat. It's fucking weird. And the best part, fucking Matt Riddle returns after a fucking being a fucking sex addict, whatever it is he's been doing. He's a dirty little cock slut by his own admission. I don't like the guy. Fucking comes out, fucks up the Miz. I didn't even watch this. I wanted to see if they put Riddle back or if Matt Riddle was beyond the entrance. And it was, and that's all that was, and it just, what a fucking show. And then, what happened after that? We had a fucking, there was another match. Yeah, mad about, I fucking love Damage Control. Dakota Kai, Io Sky. If I had to put top 5 wrestlers together right now, it's Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Kenny Omega, Adam Page, and Dakota Kai. Like, I was a fucking huge Bayley fan 3 years ago. Loved Bayley going into WrestleMania 36. And a couple years before that. But loved Dakota Kai. And it's so shitty that... And, well, I can't even really say that because Liv Morgan and Raquel have been there too. Raquel has had fucking phenomenal performances in the Elimination Chamber. Liv was in the Elimination Chamber and the Women's Rumble. Both of them were actually in the Women's Rumble. All 4 of them probably were. So, if Liv and Raquel win the women's titles, that happening next week. That's what I need. I need them to win those titles next week because women's fucking tag team wrestling doesn't have to be boring. Liv Morgan is a good wrestler. Raquel is a good wrestler. Damage Control are good wrestlers. Even over on SmackDown, Shannon Baszler and Ronda Rousey aren't that bad. Who else was in it? Shotzi and fucking Natalya. Those 2 suck. Bring back the Iconics. Please, dear God, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce were like the fucking upper echelon of tag team wrestling in the women's division, and they just booted them. So, honestly, now that I think about it, the fact that the Iconics aren't in the women's tag team pictures, I hope that Jihad Akers and Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Lita, Becky Lynch are all beheaded in Puerto Rico. I know it's not in Saudi Arabia, but I hope they come to Puerto Rico and they are all attacked backstage. Because they are not 2 Australian women. We're a couple of wizards! We can make that title disappear right from your waist! Love, man, fucking love the Iconics, dude. Goddamn pissed they're gone. But no, I'm excited for next week. That is the biggest thing going for it because, man... I think that's it. Yeah, Seth Rollins, all that shit. And then the main event occurs, and we have 10 minutes until start. Roman Reigns comes out first. I don't know why. Roman Reigns is the undisputed WWE champion of the world, but he is coming out first instead of the legit challengers of the competition. That just irks me. But he comes out, Cody Rhodes, Lesnar, and we're getting these introductions, and something unexpected happens. Brock Lesnar begins to beat the shit out of Cody Rhodes. He royally fucks him up real good. Really beats his ass. So obviously, Lesnar has still not competed on Monday Night Raw in 21 years. So the streak is safe. Man, what a fucking joke this was. This was disappointing. This was almost as bad as the steel cage match at Raw 30. Fucking stupid. How many times have we seen Brock Lesnar beat the shit out of people? He got arrested before. He beat the shit out of the fucking local police, the fucking local security guards. He killed Mace. He killed Michael Cole at one time. He is always fucking people up. And after an upset loss like that, you put as the main event of your next show, Cody Rhodes, getting the fuck beat out of him instead of an... I was expecting a fucking match. The most important part of a wrestling show is not the wrestling. Far from it. The fucking pay-per-views is where you have the payoff, you have the matches, and you can have some showcases on the fucking weekly wrestling show. You have people go out there and they do some good work or do some interesting storytelling. Just make it varied. But you can't fuck the main event. The main event is kind of important to the show because, you know, it's kind of like the main thing we're here for. And otherwise, I mean, what the fuck was before... What was the last match? Fucking Miz and them getting their ass beat? Miz and Matt Riddle going at it or some shit? There might have been something after that. I don't remember the order of the show. Fucking beat for beat. I don't have my notes written down. So, we leave the Raw after WrestleMania and we don't have a main event. And the most likely thing that is going to occur is halfway through Raw next week, we get a announcement or a title card that says Brock Lesnar will be on Raw next week to show us what happened, or we're gonna get something fucking fickle and bullshit, and 99% of this shit just isn't gonna be resolved next week. This is what is the folly of being a wrestling fan, maybe even the mortal folly of it. When the pandemic started, I had tickets for the first SmackDown that would have been after WrestleMania 36. And after COVID hit, the tickets were obviously scrapped. That event was canceled. We're not going to SmackDown after WrestleMania, which sucks, but it's okay. You know, it's a pandemic, so once live wrestling started up again, I think the next show we went to was June 2021, whatever it was. I don't really know. I don't remember offhand. But eventually, when it came to figuring out what to do with the tickets that we had for after WrestleMania 36, they were postponed to a show on, I think it was December 24th. And I paid a good bit of money for these tickets. Money that was paid to get a show for the first SmackDown after WrestleMania, which historically was good. Now, I don't fucking know. I don't really trust it. And to get a SmackDown close to fucking Christmas Whatever the Raw was, here's a fucking thing. When Kevin Owens got the pie thrown in his face, and we never knew who threw the pie in Kevin Owens' face, I was there for that show. I know it was in December. I don't know how close to Christmas it was, but the fact that the only memorable gig from that show was Kevin Owens getting a pie thrown at his face, that shows you the fucking level of what we're working with here. So I don't even know what I was talking about at first, but man, so we go from having like one of the most hyped main events in wrestling. Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. Some people thought it was right, some people thought it was wrong. You have the next night, and by your own volition, you did not have to do this. You did not have to promise a tag team match between Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar, Roman, and Solo. It would have been interesting. It would have been fun to watch. That's why they didn't do it. And that's fucking annoying, because a couple weeks ago on Dynamite, the opening match was Jon Moxley and Hangman Adam Page. And the AEW Dynamite I went to in October of last year had Hangman Adam Page and Jon Moxley fighting. AEW has less pay-per-views than WWE, so they're going to have matches like this on actual shows. But, man, in regards to the longest-running weekly episodic television show in history, Monday Night Raw, why the fuck are we coming back, dude? That show was 3 hours long. And it's almost like, oh, well, they're not going to do any commercials for the first half, or the first third, so it's probably going to be picture-in-picture all night, which it was. And they had the Street Profits doing promos for Alaska Survivor, whatever the fuck, all fucking night. The only saving grace is the fact that this is on USA and it's a cable feed, and it's not like Peacock where the network cuts out. That's like the only upgrade to watching Raw and SmackDown on actual TV, or like Twitter maybe, just highlights. Because even with WrestleMania, like, I feel like there were less drops in WrestleMania 30, the first WrestleMania that we had under the network, than there was last night. Like, I constantly feel like, man, like, I just can't see shit. I don't know, the internet's fine here. We're watching on a PS5 and like a fucking 4K TV, so I know Peacock probably isn't 4K. They're probably not even outputting at 4K, but the thing about the TV here is my fucking parents have the reds and blues a little fucked up. So watching Raw hurts a little bit because it is the brightest red colors you will ever see in your life. But so after Cody Rhodes is introduced, Roman Reigns beats the shit out, or Brock Lesnar beats the fuck out of him, does all this shit, and leaves, comes back, beats the shit out of him some more, leaves. I think he comes back and chases Joey Mercury or Jamie Noble around. He leaves, comes back, throws his gloves down, flips everyone off, and it's just like, wow, like, what a special attraction. Lesnar came back after WrestleMania, or at the Raw after WrestleMania 29, dude. That was 2012. Lesnar has been back longer than he was when he originally wrestled, like 3 times over. The dude's been back for like 11 years. People were saying he wasn't a special attraction in 2017, 2018. It is 2023, my man. Brock Lesnar, that shit ain't hitting no more. Especially if we're going to do shit like tonight after having a decent outing like fucking Omos and Lesnar last night, which was an alright match. It wasn't bad. And tonight, it's just like, dude, like, why are we building up a program with fucking Lesnar and Cody Rhodes? And if that case, I'm just going to watch Cody Rhodes cut promos for the fucking next 5 weeks, or however long it is until fucking Backlash. I don't know. Very, very disappointing. Raw 30 was disappointing. Raw gets a lot of shit. It's a fucking. At the end of the day, it is hard to do. The biggest thing I can say is cut that TV time down to 2 fucking hours. I know having that additional. Because what? 2 hours of TV time is probably about, what, an hour and 40 minutes of screen time, like an hour 35 maybe, like. So that extra hour of Raw is probably making them fucking bank. Like, it probably wouldn't be worth it. But man, like, they're never gonna stop doing Raw. I'm gonna watch Raw as long as it happens. But man, like, and I understand if the people live enjoyed it. That's what the fuck ever. I know that when I go to a wrestling show, it's like, all right, that was bad, but I had a good time anyway, so it doesn't matter. But watching it on TV sometimes is like, dude, what the fuck am I watching? Like, I'd rather be watching AEW right now. Like, what the fuck? Like, I could be watching Rampage instead of this. Fuck this. Like, so, no Johnny Gargano. I haven't seen Johnny Gargano in fucking weeks. Nothing, the Uso, or, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and the, Street Profits had a match. It was alright. It's cool that they're there so close after a main event. I don't know, man. This was not it. I don't think Vince was booking this. I think this was all Triple H. And I think just booking a fucking weekly episodic TV show, 2 of them bitches and NXT, doing a pay-per-view every month, and then fucking going to Saudi Arabia or Portugal or fucking wherever. Probably is goddamn time consuming, and the motherfucker is tired, but you know, I don't know. Tonight, not kosher. We will not be running that back. But that's all I have to say. Have a good night, folks. Probably see whenever the fuck I do another one of these. I don't fucking know.